Welcome to today's guided meditation to reflect on the spring, the growth and renewal that comes with it. I invite you to take a moment to ground yourself in a comfortable seated position, either cross-legged on a mat or sitting comfortably on a chair. Straighten out the spine, soften the shoulders, soften the jaw, and close your eyes to tune inwards. Taking a moment now at the beginning of your practice to tune into your breath. Notice the rhythm between each inhale and each exhale. Taking in a deep breath and gently exhaling out all the stale air. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Continue slowing down the breath. Sensing calmness and stillness in this body. And if at any point you feel uncomfortable, please adjust and come back to your breath. Come back to sensing the body and how it feels. Spring is a time of renewal and rebirth, a period that invites us to mirror nature's rejuvenation within ourselves. Some tend to think that the new year is when we should be feeling this sense of a new you, of a rebirth. However, in line with the season, the new year is often a time for reflection, a time to slow down after a long, heavy year. The body is tired. It needs to slow down, gather its thoughts, gather its energy. And it feels that need to nurture and rest while it prepares for the spring. So as trees and flowers awaken from their winter sleep, we too have the opportunity to release what no longer serves us and step into new possibilities. This cycle of renewal is seen in nature, and it can be felt in our bodies, reflecting the universal patterns of new endings and new beginnings. So we find that in spring, it's a time of growth, of expansion, of buoyancy, like the seed that has been lying dormant in the earth during the winter, saving its energy. In springtime, we move forward with a new intent to bring life to our planet. Spring is not only a shift in weather, it's a time of transformation. It follows that cycle of life and renewal, where everything in nature begins to grow, flourish. It reminds us of the potential that lies dormant within each one of us. waiting for that right moment to sprout. Just like the earth, we have our seasons. There are times when we must let old parts of ourselves fall away, like autumn leaves, undergo periods of inner reflection, and rest through the winters of our lives, and then finally emerge renewed with the coming of spring. So what have you let go of? And what are you ready to welcome in? Impermanence, the law that everything is subject to change. Just like death and rebirth are seen in the most common actions, a conversation will come to an end, and when you leave the room, that same conversation has died, leaving space for the birth of a new one, with a new person in a new space. The world and our lives are made up of moments of ongoing change and reinvention, death and rebirth. Anicca, the law of impermanence, tells us that everything is bound to change. This perspective invites us to view the spring season as a fertile ground for new growth and renewal, for a rebirth. So as we're shedding the old, not just in our physical spaces, but also in our inner world, into our hearts. What is it that we are cleaning? What are we decluttering? Not just in your home or your office, but in your inner world. What idea, what emotion, what feeling are you ready to release? It's time to let go of those old grudges, the past pains, and those worn out narratives that have held you back. They no longer serve you. Let them go. And it's time to give yourself forgiveness, to clear out and to make room for new stories, new emotions, new experiences. The choice is always yours, and I hope you choose the route to happiness. So take a moment and reflect on what emotion or feeling can you release in this spring cleanse. What can we let go of? What has been holding us back? What has been causing us pain? And now that you've created space, is there any emotion that you can make space for and draw in? With the old cleared away, we have the space to plant new seeds. In yoga, we plant these seeds with every intention we set at the start of our practice. Each pose can be sprinkled with these seeds, helping them grow with our breath and our movement. In meditation, you can set the intention. With each meditation, at the beginning of your practice, of what you wish to release and what you wish to bring in. Our practices can draw in these new energies, using it as the fuel for growth and renewal. So as you step into this new season, consider what has been lying dormant in you, waiting for the warmth of your attention. Think about the winters that you have weathered and how they have prepared you for this new period of growth, for this moment here and now. It's now time to be challenged. Spring challenges us to be more active and participant in our lives, engaging fully with the process of personal evolution and renewal. So let the spring truly boost your spirit. May it be a guide and inspiration to take those steps you have been pondering. Stay here just a few more moments to reflect on the transformation happening around and within you. And remember, just as nature effortlessly moves through the cycles, so can you. Embrace the renewal, the growth, and the infinite possibility that spring lies out before you. What will you change today and invite into your space? As we prepare to end today's practice, take just a few last moments to reflect on the transformation happening around and within you. And remember, just as nature effortlessly moves through its cycles, so can you. Embrace the renewal, the growth, and the infinite possibilities that spring lies out before you. So go ahead. What will you change today and invite into your space? Sensing those emotions, those feelings into each cell of your body. Experience this new change, this transformation and growth before it even happens. Allow the body to feel it. Fall in love with those feelings, those emotions that bring you into this new space, this new growth. And welcome in all the joys life has to bring. Please stay as long as you wish, lingering in these newfound feelings and emotions. When you're ready, gently wiggling out the toes and the hands, moving the body, and slowly blinking the eyes to open them as they adjust to the light.